In our first story, members of the Locked Up Investment Holders Forum have vowed to continue with their public protest until the Finance Ministry makes provisions for their funds locked up in distressed financial institutions. The group resumed picketing at the ministry on Wednesday, June 5, following a 2-week suspension. Now, subsequently, some officials of the Finance Ministry held a meeting with the investors but could not provide the necessary assurances. There is more in this report.
Following assurances from Deputy Finance Minister Dr. Stephen Amoah, the Locked Up Investment Holders Forum suspended picketing the Finance Ministry in hope that the Deputy Minister would engage them as promised. However, 2 weeks after the promise, the Finance Ministry has failed to communicate with the investors. In response, the disappointed investors have resumed their protest. On Wednesday, they converged at the premises of NDK Financial Services, one of the distressed finance houses, and marched to the Finance Ministry.
We suspended the picketing based on the promise that a Deputy Minister of Finance, that is Dr. Stephen Amoah, gave us on the first day of our picketing, that he wants to have a meeting with us, but he was traveling, and so we should allow him to travel and come on the 27th, and then we can meet. We have waited. No meeting is being called. Last week, I sent him a text message, one SMS and one WhatsApp, reminding him that this is what you promised, that when you return, you will have a meeting and discuss this our petition. Nothing has been heard from them. So we realize there's nothing going to be heard, and therefore we must continue, come back to our picketing.
An investor with funds locked up with bond savings and loans expressed disappointment at the turn of events in an interview with ChannelOne News.
I've been at home for the past 4 years, and they are not paying the interest. Give me my principal too, it's a problem. Take your interest and give me my principal. That one too is a wahala.
How long has this been going on?
For the past 4 years. For the past 4 years. For the past 4 years. You just can't believe it. For the past 4 years. And when I went there recently, they gave me a letter that they will be able to pay by the end of this year, 2024. And even with that, the interest that we had agreed to compute, they are going to reduce it. So I wrote to them that I don't need the interest. Pay me the principal. I need the principal. Pay me the interest. But what is the guarantee that even the end of the year that they profess to pay? Because there's a caveat in there that they are looking for investors. So assuming the investors don't come, it means you are not getting your money. Okay? But while they are working.
During the protest, the investors were called into a meeting with officials of the Finance Ministry, but the group was not pleased with the outcome.
What they told us was that there were the Deputy Minister is not there, the Minister is not there, but they have been told that when the Deputy Minister has traveled again, the Deputy Minister has traveled again, he is not available. The Minister is also not available. But the Deputy Minister has promised again that when he comes back, you have a meeting with us. I said, that is fine. Our picketing is every Wednesday. So if something positive happens, even a Tuesday before the Wednesday and something positive happens, we can just inform the police we are not picketing. But if nothing has happened, we are coming here every Wednesday.
Deputy Finance Minister Dr. Stephen Amoah failed to keep his word to these investors. He promised that he would arrange a meeting last week to trash out the issues. That meeting has not happened. That promised meeting was the premise on which these investors suspended their protests. They have now been compelled to resume picketing here at the Finance Ministry, hoping that the ministry will provide the money for the Bank of Ghana to pay their locked up funds. For ChannelOne News, my name is Charles Osukumi.